Hi, I'm Chris Cameron. I'm a defenseman for the Indy Fuel, and I've been with the Fuel for 5 years now. And I've been coming to the hot room for, I believe, the past 3 years. So the reason I started coming to yoga and Pilates and the studio in general is just because I've had some issues with my back in the past with herniated discs. And a multitude of other things. So when I was talking to some of the rehab specialists and whatnot, they said like, hey, try to keep it as loose as possible, build your core strength as much as possible. And that's how I ended up coming in here. And I mean, I just remember the first class, like going through some of the poses, especially like forward folds and everything with the heat in the room, really loosened me up, and I left feeling great. And I like to sweat. I like the warm climate. I like being able to feel like I'm really getting work in by the amount of sweat that I'm producing, and it's I don't know, it's just a really good experience. I feel great every time I leave. Hockey's not the easiest sport on your body, so being able to come in here and reset once a week and work on my hips and back has really opened things up for me. Like you get to points in the season where you're playing so many games and just on the ice constantly that your body just kind of becomes almost in a way, kind of stale. Like the only motion that you're used to making is skating. You kind of forget how to use some of those other little stabilizer muscles and stuff that are useful I mean, they're useful in hockey, but you're so focused on your stride and being able to move on the ice that you don't really, you lose focus on that. So coming to the hot room has been able to help me reset, focus on that, and just overall feel more stable, balanced, strong through my core, and then obviously, like I've said, more flexible and mobile in general in my trunk area. I'm definitely more acclimated to the heat than I was at first. The first few weeks, I almost felt like I was like suffocating or something, kind of trying to go through one of these Pilates classes, and you're doing burpees and all that in a room that feels like it's 215 degrees. So yeah, I would say it's definitely added to my mental toughness, just in a way that, I don't know, you're more comfortable persevering through hard things. And that's obviously been a large part of my life kind of all the way through. But that being said, this has definitely enhanced it. Yeah, I think overall it helps add to that focus component. Just in the way that you're staying present for a prolonged period of time through stuff that's not necessarily always the most comfortable. When you're in the room doing one of these classes, you have to be totally present in that moment at that time, it's actually kind of similar to how things are on the ice. Like if you're not fully engaged in exactly what you're doing at that given moment, then someone's going to blow past you. So yeah, it does translate quite effectively, actually. I'm a big sauna guy. That usually makes me feel much better, especially after a road trip or a tough weekend or something like that. And then I go through phases where I'm a diehard cold tub, cold plunge connoisseur. But then there's other times where I back off a little bit because I don't know. I usually do it first thing in the morning at like 8 o'clock or whatever when we get into the rink, and sometimes I just really don't want to, so I'll go through cold streaks on that. It's definitely at least worth checking out. You don't know what you're getting into until you try it out. But I do think it has a lot of benefits. And if nothing else, honestly, you could lay flat on your back in the room for 45 minutes and you'd still feel better than you did when you came in. But that being said, the motion and obviously participating in the class, I think will help a lot of people in their day-to-day lives, whether you're even if you're just sitting, like we're obviously skating a lot, but if you're sitting at a desk, your hip flexors are tight, your back's tight, all that good stuff. This will help tremendously, I think. I would highly recommend anybody who's in the Indy Fishers area come check out the hot room, and then also while you're nearby, maybe swing by a Fuel game and get some action on the ice.